Hawke, Keating, Howard and Rudd. Now, each of them did fancy themselves as a journalist. They fancied themselves in the way that might surprise, I think, the regular political junkie. They think that they could do our job better than we can. Well, that stands to reason because we're covering them, so they think they know their subject matter better than we do. And I thought what I'd do is maybe turn this idea on its head and rate each of them as journalists and see what sort of journalists they might have made. I'll assume that each of them got their start as print cadets at the old Melbourne Sun News Pictorial. And firstly, Hawke, I imagine, would have arrived as a graduate cadet, obviously a Rhodes Scholar, and he would have been the first in his intake to get his byline on the front page, quite confident of that. He would have skipped shorthand classes but convinced the teacher to give him a pass so he could secure his grading. I'd give him 2 years maximum on the tabloid before he was poached for an on-air reporting job on 60 Minutes. Paul Keating would have been a copy kid at the Melbourne Sun, having not completed high school before he chanced on journalism. He would have done his cadetship on the business desk, rising quickly to the job of economics editor, a position, incidentally, he would have advised the paper to create for him because they wouldn't have thought of it before he turned up. Now, we've got editors either side of me, and I hope each of them don't think I'm projecting here, but Keating would have been the most difficult journalist on the paper, refusing to accept even the most subtle guidance from his editor. I'm sometimes accused of that internally, that I am quite difficult, only because I push back on some ideas that are given to me. But anyway, be that as it may, I'd see Keating not as a kindred spirit, but just as a very difficult operator. I think where Hawke would have felt the paper was too small for him and needed a grander stage, and where Keating would have thought that everyone above him and below him on the paper was beneath him, I think John Howard would have landed in journalism on day one feeling very privileged to have got the job, because I think he did make this point in his speech that it was his second love after politics. But I think he would have eyed the reporting floor and thought, not reporting for me, the Chief of Staff's job. He would have headed straight for the greasy pole, probably got there quicker than people expected, and probably fallen. And at that point, I think, and this is the interesting thing about him, if we do view him as a journalist, I think he would have returned to first principles, probably diligently built up his areas of knowledge, maybe as a rounds person, and then probably found his voice not in print but on talkback radio as a surprise number one rating talk show host. I wouldn't say shock jock. Now, Kevin Rudd. The interesting thing about Kevin Rudd is he has turned up to everything in life fully formed. He would have remained on staff, not done what Bob Hawke did and switched platforms. He would have set up his own blog on day one, made himself available to radio and TV as a commentator on any topic. And because the Sun only ran a 6-day roster, it published Monday to Saturday, there was a seventh day that he clearly couldn't take off, so he volunteered for something he knew nothing about, which was calling the footy.